second.
Hey, what are we doing?
Turn around.
What are we doing?
Homework assignment.
What kind of homework assignment? Hey, is that a gun? Please.
On a long enough timeline, the survival rate for everyone drops to 0.
Would you rather be dead?
No. You'd rather die here? No. What did you want to be, Raymond K. Hessel? The question, Raymond, was what did you want to be?
Answer him, Raymond. Jesus.
What's up? Yeah. Welcome to the channel. Trail 7 Reactions, 307 Kid, Correa Joseph, all my creative outlet, artistic names. I'm back again with a part 2 of an interview reaction that I'm doing. I woke up this morning and seen a part 1, GreenHatGuy. I think I seen it on I don't know which one I saw it on first, YouTube or Instagram, whatever. But GreenHatGuy did an interview with Caskey. I believe he sat down with him before, but this is part 2 of this particular interview. I don't know if he did an interview before this. I think this is Caskey's first podcast type interview. I think he's done a couple other things here and there, but anyway, y'all know, if you don't know, I follow Caskey as an artist. I did a couple of reactions recently. He's got an album coming out with Yellow Wolf, a project coming out with Yellow Wolf tomorrow. They were doing a listening party last night. They're doing a party today, and the album's coming out tomorrow. It's Yellow Wolf and Caskey, one album. It's gonna be so dope. There's the song already, Been a Problem, and DJ Paul open Yellow Wolf and Caskey. So check those videos out. I'll have them at the end, for you guys to click on, as well as this part 1 of this interview, and this is gonna be part 2. So let's go ahead and make it happen. Yeah. GreenHatGuy, follow him on Instagram, follow him on YouTube. I think he does some other interviews with some people. I'm not sure. I'm gonna check him out. Let's go.
It just goes to show that, like, when we spoke, like, let's make it more about the
music.
This
is genuine. Yeah, I wanted to do something with you. Yeah, and I wanted to do something with you just because I could tell through that interaction with that kid that you were just like a genuine dude, and like that. I don't know, that was interesting to me, like, because the way you were talking to that rapper kid was like, this is how I feel looking at every one of them. Like, I don't know, I was just cracking up because I'm like,
oh, I saw that.
Normal adult.
I saw that video. I just saw that video. It was the end of part 1. He was talking to Fly Soul, whatever. There's a band called Soulfly that I thought that, like, so Soulfly, the lead singer, kind of, he had dreads. He was I think they were from Brazil or somewhere, but that's what I first thought. But yeah, at the end of interview 1, they're interviewing GreenHatGuy's messing with this other rapper kid. See, I would be careful with those kids too, though, because I feel like they don't have no sense. Like, they're just, if they're willing to do all that, you know what I mean? Like, for what else would they do? That's what I'm worried about. I don't want to react to any of their stuff or nothing. No, end up in my driveway and I gotta, like, get my daughter and stuff. You know what I mean?
Talking to these SoundCloud kids, and like, I don't know. I thought this would have a little bit more substance. So I was excited about doing this shit.
Yeah, man, and I appreciate that. And what a big problem is that I see is, like, it's like the priorities are out of order. It's like you don't get the look and then say, okay, now I'm gonna work on my rap. Like,
that's totally backwards.
Do that. But, like, there's so many, like, Drake. I mean,
kids are so worried about the image because they see artists.
Oh yeah.
Hi, my name is Louis Navalier.
Oh, be quiet, Louis. Okay, guys, I gotta add cutscene. A word from our sponsors. I'm gonna have to be better at that. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. So what I decided to do with this part right here is just maybe say something about, like, people I work with. So if you guys haven't seen this logo right here, to the right there, that logo is Bumblebee Productions. That's who I work with. Bumblebee Productions. BUMBULLB Productions. He's in Newport Richie. That's my partner from high school. We went to college together. We did graphic arts. We did music. We did all sorts of stuff. So I'm shouting out Bumblebee Productions. I'm also shouting out this company right here that I'm trying to see if it works or not. But I got this CBD stuff, and I don't know if I can. I'm not gonna put that up on there. But, well, whatever. Some little drops. I bought some that I put in my coffee. Matter of fact, I didn't put any in this morning, so I just it says take 2 drops a day. I like it in my coffee, and I don't do 2, I do 1 a little bit. I'm trying to see how it works out. But I don't know, if you're trying to get some new CBD stuff, I can get this stuff from a company, that company you saw. Yeah, that's another thing. Let's see what else. Well, let's get back to this interview, right? All right. How do you like my a word from our sponsors? Cool? Yeah? All right, good. Let's get back to this interview because this is awesome.
I mean,
kids are so worried about the image because they see artists that have a crazy image and they think that works for them. But it's like it's always more elements than that went into it.
Not just
like,
a crazy
somebody like 6ix9ine or something. There's like a way bigger piece to his story than just having that tattoo. You know,
exactly.
Like these kids relentless at pursuing success.
He was, and funny they say I just seen a documentary on him.
It was really eye opening. I thought it was dope.
So you saw it?
Yeah, I thought it was dope to just see more like.
I had no idea.
Yeah, because a lot of times,
what
you know,
hustler he was.
yeah, and we look at the internet, a lot of times things seem like they pop overnight, and that's what everybody wants. Like, dude, that's another thing that our generation's guys, like, kids just want to be famous so bad, and it ain't even about what they're famous for. That part is really weird to me. Like, I don't want to be famous for being on a reality show. I don't want to be famous for playing basketball. I don't want to be famous for being funny. Like, if I'm gonna be famous, I want to be famous for my music. That's the only thing I care about.
You just want to make good music, and if the fame
and if it happens, it's cool. Exactly. But I'm not like so thirsty for fame that I'll just do anything. No. You know, that's like.
Well, yeah. I mean, see, when I first heard of 6ix9ine, he was it was with that animation video, and he was with Scum Gang, right? And he was doing stuff like that. So I was like, yo, this dude is crazy. Like, they were riding around New York. Like, you don't just pull up in a parking lot and take over with a Lamborghini and bikes and 4-wheelers. You don't just do that. You got to have some kind of like city clout. Like, nobody's going to mess with you if you did it. And to do it in New York, like, people do it all the time, I'm saying, but like to just pull up at a gas station. I reacted to this video, so I'll show it to you guys later. I reacted to 6ix9ine and with Scum Gang, and it was the animation was all cool. Anyway, not want to take away from Caskey. Caskey was talking about 6ix9ine and how he came up, and I watched how he came up too, and it was like he was a hustler, right? And then just got himself caught up in the wrong stuff. But I had seen him like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was like, oh man, this kid, me and my wife, I was like, this kid's crazy, like coming from New York. All right, anyway, let's get back to it.
Like that's kind of like
you just have like a nice private life. You work and you make art too.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm like older too. Like I'm 28 now. Like I'm gonna be real. When I was 22, the fame was a lot more enticing to me. I think like over the last like 3 years specifically, I've just like come to value real life stuff, family and you know, team and loyalty and like making myself proud as a man. I value those things like so much more than I value like attention or money. I thought attention and money would like solve my problems when I was younger.
It doesn't.
Yeah. So
it doesn't.
I think I'm.
There's a line in a song that he says that. He says with the attention and the money, like the value of it. That's why I like Caskey, because he's as deep as he is on his album as he is in real life, or vice versa. I love it.
I'm just like at a different point in myself, and I'm glad that like my.
He said I'm older, 28. That's cool, but he's growing, maturing, and that's good to see, man. He's definitely growing.
Career has taken this route that it has. Like it's taken me longer to find my way than some artists, and I'm like really thankful of that because I feel really grounded as an artist.
That's awesome.
Nice.
And it's been fun. It's been fun for me to watch and like kind of follow and just to see where you are now, all the way to like sitting here like, and it's just you have a family, you have a beautiful dog, and it's just like that's what's really
that dog is so awesome.
Yeah. And then obviously
when the art too, like music is so important to me. My fans, people that connected with me through my music, like all that's really important. But it's important to me because it's been really genuine. It's authentic. Yeah, exactly.
The clout is not here.
Yeah.
The clout is like if it comes, like that's whatever.
Yeah, it's more like, like I'm like relentless in my pursuit towards success. So like I know that stuff's gonna come. I'm not like one of these like if it comes, it comes. Yeah. Like I know it's gonna come because I've worked towards it, but I just also know that I don't like value that. This dude Wes Watson, he always says that people will seek from you what you validate yourself with, you know. So if you validate yourself with money and jewelry and cars and these things, that's you notice that you got gold diggers around you. You got people that just want money around you. Whereas like if you validate yourself with like the principles it took and the hard work that it took to get to a place, you'll have people in your circle and around you that like have similar values, you know.
You know, I think
that's
you know,
hard.
As far as
that's hard to understand, you know, because a lot of people. I was just talking about that. The people you surround yourself with, and I was looking back on, you know, some of the things I had done in my life, and everybody that I've been around has been cool. And you talk about being authentic, and you know, same like you Caskey said something to me at the show that I seen him at. It just when because we had waited after the show. I said this in part one. We waited after the show. We got some books. Me and my wife were hanging out, and we were like, let's go back there. Let's check it out. And we went back there, and he was like, yo, your energy was dope, man. Through the whole show, I focused, or I saw that, you know what I mean? I was like, hell yeah, man, that's dope. Like, and it made me connect with him as a fan more at the show, and he was being genuine and authentic and connecting with his fans, because that's what it is. You don't just go out there and do your thing. Like we got stood up by the game one time. We paid like VIP tickets, me and some friends, and we got in there, and it was one of the show. I think he had done this several times, and it's just so dick, but it's whatever. Like I didn't even have VIP. I just went back there and waited and bought some books. And I was like, yo, let's just see what happens, you know. So he's a real cool person, like real cool, real laid back, just like he looks, you know what I mean?
As far as rappers, period. I mean, you know, obviously I haven't spoke to a ton, but you are very grounded. Yeah, I mean, I can just tell by looking at you. And I'm 35. I'm not. Yeah, I'm 7 years older than you, but like.
Y'all crazy. Y'all talking about. I'm talking about. And now another word from our sponsors. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and play my music real quick. See what you guys think. All right, word from our sponsors. Like I said, Bumblebee right here. Check them out. I'm getting this, guys. It's backwards. Bumblebee Productions. I'm Trail 7, 307 Kid, Correa Joseph. I do a lot of stuff. Check out my videos. My buddy Bumblebee makes beats. He's got a studio. He plays mean bass, guitar as well. You know, he makes his own beats and whatnot. But that's it. That's a word from our sponsor. And the video's back, so I'm going to go ahead and lower this. And we're going to go ahead and get back to the video. You guys ready? Cool.
Making clothes. You know, obviously I haven't spoke to a ton, but you are very grounded. Yeah, I mean, I can just tell by looking at you. And I'm 35. I'm not. Yeah, I'm 7 years older than you, but like, you're very. I mean, these days a lot of 28-year-olds are still at their parents. You hustle, man. You put your work in, and like just like you said with the 6ix9ine, like that guy was making clothes and doing all this crazy shit.
Yeah, it's like,
you know, and
there's a lot into it.
He kept going and finally he caught his break. It's not just go on the internet, you know, talk shit, you know. You don't want to be known for getting bombed on by a 35-year-old bald man. You
getting bombed on.
Music, right? And that's cheap because like. You know,
I saw that, man. I saw that.
It's one of the funniest fucking things
Dude,
I
when
ever
I seen it on
He's
your
like this.
story, I said, man,
I was like, who is this guy? This guy's awesome. This is exactly what I would have said. Like, and no knock to that kid. Like, he's cool.
No, Fly. Like,
I actually fuck with bro.
Fly,
like, he's. I like it was just humorous to hear a normal person be like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Where's my money? I live in a house. I
Yeah.
have a car. I have a TV. I don't know. I don't
have a dollar in my wallet right now. I have cards. I don't carry cash.
Real reactions.
I put it in the bag.
Yeah, but they were telling me on my other posts like I was being biased towards the artist and or that I was what I was reacting to. And then my partner on State to State Reactions, he's telling me about some videos and we were reacting to some things. I'm like, I'm gonna be real in these videos, man. You asked for my reaction and my response. If I'm just gonna be. I'm going to kind of talk shit. I'm not going to be hating, but I mean, there's a fine line, and I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to do reactions where I'm like hating on everything, but there needs to be some genuine like feedback for people. You can't just continue to just be like, are you really acting like that, bro? Like, damn, man.
Rap cultures like put us in this like alternate reality where people are just doing a lot of weird shit.
It's a character.
Yeah.
Where
but
they don't show like
no, not the social media. I mean, I hear what you're saying that's where you're getting the people wanting to act a certain way, but like it's put us in like we have characters, and if we can recognize that, you know, that's the character. But if you can't separate that, sometimes, I don't know.
I posted this picture where it basically described, like, they show you only what they want you to see.
Well, it's just like all of us, like even people that just have Facebook. Like I just just post something dope that we were thinking about. So, but when you only see that as somebody, you get this skewed view. But I think it was also like artists, like it was like people like Boom Gang and different people that were awesome and great characters and shit for social media, but they just also changed like what kids like, because then kids were like, oh, I could get famous for just yelling and
just doing random shit.
Exactly.
You know, like that's significantly less work than putting out albums for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't know. I just think kids want the easy way.
And I agree. And like, you'll get fame off something.
It's just
else,
a quick pop.
and then just be like,
but it's taught that way, like clickbait. Everything's like, oh, it's reactionary. It's Marilyn Manson. It's Eminem. It's that quick, you know. Oh shit, he's doing some crazy shit, and you know, it's Justin Bieber pissing in a mop bucket. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know if he did that on purpose for the views, or he's just acting crazy and people caught him on camera. You know, but doing it for the purpose of the views and the likes, and they're like, I'm gonna do something crazy. I know I'm gonna get. I might as well just go run out in the middle of the street and get hit by a car, and like that would get my views up, right? No, I'm not gonna do that.
And kids were like, oh, I could get famous for just yelling in a Dunkin' Donuts. Like, this is awesome.
Exactly.
You know, like
you could get
significantly less work than putting out albums for 10 years.
Not if you threw yourself into the window and yelled around in a Dunkin' Donuts. Then you'd get arrested. Then you'd have like the news. That would be, you'd be going through a lot just to get famous in that sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't know. I just think kids want the easy way.
I agree. And like, you'll get fame off something else, completely else, and then just be like, okay, I'm gonna use that clout to become a rap. But like, it doesn't work. Now
they're both part of that laziness factor. Like, okay, people just want what is easy, and then I'm gonna be real. Like, from the outside looking in, being a rapper seems like the easiest and funnest job, like ever. You're like, oh, okay, I can get how my boys go rap, stand in front of exotic cars, touch strippers, I'm famous. You know, like it don't seem like it's an incredible amount of work. So I think people just like try to pivot fame into rapping. That's weird.
And I'm sure you can't like quantify like the amount of time, effort, like creativity, brainstorming that you put in your music, you know, since you started. And
bro, 12 years of it.
Exactly, but like and following you, I mean, your early stuff was all, I mean, like I said, but like you keep progressing. I think you keep getting better, and you keep getting more creative with it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just to kind of segue into like this new collab that you just dropped, I want to know first and foremost, like, how, like, Yellow Wolf and you, I think you guys just are like just a good pair. Just looking at you, like, you guys just vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How did you guys meet? Like, how did that come?
You want to know the real story of how we meet? This is funny. I actually told.
Yeah, I want to hear it. Let's go. Because I saw. Let me see if I'm right. I saw a picture with like you, MGK, Yellow Wolf. I don't know if it was I don't know who else was in the picture. Maybe I'm just dumb and I don't remember. But it was a concert or a show that you guys were at. But let's see what it is.
Told him this. Like, we met a couple times in these later years. But I told him this story when we were working on the album. Like,
oh no! I caught this part, and man, it's so crazy. I got a similar story because I had handed. But I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you about this. This is a crazy story, and I love that my favorite artist shares a similar story in the same way. Now, it looks like I got an ad coming, so I'm gonna catch this right now and cut to my ad scene. A word from our sponsors. Once again, I want to shout out my boy Bumblebee Productions, Deluvio. He is the man. He does recording. He does he plays instruments. He does shows, events. He's done before things like that, and he's just awesome. So Bumblebee Productions in Newport Richey, Florida. BBP TV. BBP 13, I think it is, or BBPTV.com. But Bumblebee, BUMBULLB, Bumblebee Productions, Newport Richey. And he's got some beats up on, I believe, Reverb Nation and BeatStar for Bumblebee Productions, BeatStar. Let's see. What else? I don't have nothing else, but the ad was coming, so I kind of gotta. There we go. So, what else? This is my music playing. I made all the instruments, drums. Used the Fight Club sample. Get up. Come on, it's time to get up, get up, get up. Alright, I think we're ready to go. So, thanks for checking me out. This is my channel. I'm doing different things. I'm doing reactions. I'm doing my music. If I make any more music, I'm doing, I don't know what else I'll be doing. The reactions seem to be doing pretty cool, like doing pretty good, and I like checking out other people's reactions and things like that. So I'm going to keep doing this. Like I said, I'm going to do 2 a day. So let me get back to the other thing. All right, guys. Back to the interview with Caskey. I know I get to talking too much, but it's my channel, right? Yeah. You're not here to see the interview. I mean, you are. You're here to see the reaction to the interview, and that's what I'm going to give you. So here we go. Back at the
manifestation from me.
Yeah, I'm big on that.
How did that come?
You want to know the real story of how we meet?
Absolutely.
This is funny. I actually told him this. Like, we met a couple times in these later years, but I told him this story when we were working on the album. Like, this is all like manifestation from me. I first met Wolf like 8 or 9 years ago at a Yellow Wolf concert. I was passing CDs outside of a Yellow Wolf concert. This is like how I first came up. Like when I was first like buzzing on Orlando. This is what I mean. Like, bro, people are so lazy. Like, what I used to do was I used to take all my money and press up as many hard copies of CDs as I could, like little cheap insert ones, and they looked really good. They didn't look like a random tape somebody was passing out. It looked like a good CD.
Right.
And I would go outside of concerts of like artists that I felt like were kind of similar to me, and then I would like pass out CDs to every person that left out of the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd be like boom, 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 and I would follow their.
Same. And we did the same thing. We had some dope looking CDs. We were handing them out. I made the graphics on them. Like, so I was doing all the work. We were making our own T-shirts. Same, bro, same. And I went to a Yellow Wolf show. I'm about to tell you. Look.
Tour, because like when an artist would hit Florida, they would do like 7 Florida markets or 4 Florida markets. Yeah. So I would follow them. I would pass CDs out. Yellow Wolf was an artist. I was doing this at the time, and I had like these like managers at the time. These like this dude that was in the promo. He was the one that came up with the CD idea, and this other dude that had a studio. And like at the time, my manager, he like did this thing where like he would get autographs from celebrities and go like resell them on eBay. It was like his hustle.
Oh.
And cool, but he like came up to Wolf with me and was like trying to get an autograph on this microphone or some shit. And Wolf was like, no, and like hopped on the bus, right? Totally awkward, like uncomfortable interaction. And this is an artist like I actually really like Wolf.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Hi, my name is Louis Navalier.
All right, Louis.
I'm a 1%er.
No problem at all.
I own a multi-million-dollar estate on the.
Thanks a lot, man. That's not our sponsor, whatever that guy's name is. So, yo, that's cool. That's part 2. So I'm gonna share with you. Like, I'm glad y'all are watching. Bumblebee Productions, a word from our sponsor, right? I'm trying to have fun with this. This is fun. So, we used to do the same thing, but we not in Florida. When I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, we were handing out CDs in Florida a lot too, but when we were doing shows and we didn't have the idea to go to shows. We were doing shows. We didn't have the idea to go to bigger artist shows and hand them out, right? But there were times that we did. But when I moved to Charlotte, I got into the idea that I was going to do that. So I was at a Yellow Wolf show and Ritz opened up. And I think I said this on part 1. No, I don't know. I might have been telling somebody. So, and Ritz was opening up. So I was handing out our CDs to Ritz. And I was like, hey, will you give this to Yellow Wolf? Total disrespect. Like, I mean, I've shared that story a few times, and I think on Facebook I've even said, like, I don't know who Ritz is, but I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm sorry I didn't recognize you as the valuable artist you were, and I just handed you my CD to give to Yellow Wolf, and I think that was so dumb, whatever. But so that's what happened to my story, and that's how I seen Yellow Wolf and Ritz. But Yellow Wolf dipped. He got in the tour bus. They had a Lamborghini out there, but he had left early. Ritz came and hung out. And again, so disrespectful to just be like, hey, give this to Yellow Wolf. You're hanging out with us and give this CD to Yellow Wolf. So that was my mistake a long time ago. That was like 10, 12 years ago. Yeah, long time. So, all right, well, let me get into part 3 now. Part 2's over, so check out GreenHatGuy. He is on GreenHatGuy. GreenHatGuy is on YouTube. That's where I'm looking at these interviews, and he has a bunch of videos right now. All these that he was interviewing. GreenHatGuy interviews China Mac, Johnny Moe. I don't know who these are. They must be some artists that he knows or follows. These are the Caskey ones. So I'm gonna click on part 3, and I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. I appreciate y'all hanging out, and once again, thanks for watching. Peace.
Hey, what are we doing?
Turn around.
What are we doing?
Homework assignment.
What kind of homework assignment? Hey, is that a gun? Please.
On a long enough timeline, the survival rate for everyone drops to 0.
Would you rather be dead?
You'd rather die here? What did you want to be, Raymond K. Hessel? The question, Raymond, was what did you want to be?
Answering, Raymond. Jesus.
Get